Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Just a Conversation. And my partner in crime, Dr. Joyce, she is somewhere in London, or even I think she's at the airport right now, and she is having some difficulties with connecting with us. So I will keep an eye on the settings, and if she will come, if she will get her Wi-Fi sorted, she will join us. If not, I will stick with our commitment to go live at 1 p.m. UK time every last Thursday of the month and deliver just a conversation. And today we are going to talk about success. So the question that we all wanted to ask, and Dr. Joyce, my as I say, my partner in crime and co-host of this show, we agreed to ask this question today. What does success mean to you? I need to check my phone. Maybe she's texting me. So no, she didn't. Well, we will see. We just continue, and obviously I won't be here that long because this is just a conversation, and I can't just have conversation with myself. So it is what it is. Sometimes, as we say in our networking meetings, we are at the mercy of the internet. And so let's come back to the question: what does success mean to you? As you know, I'm a business coach, and oh, I stopped that running here. I have a caption running here. I will stop for a moment. So, as a business coach, I look at okay. Joy says she's here on her phone. I cannot see her. So Joy says she is here on her phone, but I don't see her. So Joyce, if you are listening, you can join us. You can join us on LinkedIn event page and then just comment because I don't see you here. I'll try to send the copy link again, and I'll just send it again to Joyce, so she might still join us. And of course, my dogs are barking. So, what else can go wrong today? No, right. Just pause here. Joyce, try to join us again. Here. Okay. So, right. I need to I need to come back to being me now. Because it's a bit okay. Let's come back, and if Joyce will join, she will join. If not, we will have an additional just in conversation when Joyce will be in her office and when she will have her Wi-Fi. So again, so what is success? Oh, okay. No, I think she's coming. Joyce, we started without you, but I was
That's,
waiting for you to join.
I apologize for all of this, Lolita. I'm on my phone now. I'm hoping it's better.
Yeah, actually, it is. It is. So listen, we
Great.
will continue. And as I said to everyone, because you are traveling, Joyce, and we are very serious about committing to this just in conversation. So I started, and I was waiting for you to join us. And actually, yes, you did. So I'm very happy to see you here again. And as I said, today we're going to talk about success. So yeah, this is like a very simple question, but bugs loads of people. So I will not now go into my version of success, but because you are here and we in the mercy of the internet, I am going straight away to you, Joyce, and I am asking you, what does success mean to you? Take it away, Joyce.
Thank you, Lolita, and thank you for your patience with me. Um, I think this is a super interesting question. It actually came up in another conversation. And I think that what we need to address is the fact that, my goodness, it's changed. It's kind of like how married, 2.5 children, a house with a white picket fence, all of this stuff is out the window. And I think for me, it absolutely has something to do with freedom. Because these days, freedom is so sacred. The freedom to drop things when there's a family matter, the freedom to be with your kids because they ask you to do something. And when you have real success, then you can actually do those things, which are so much more meaningful. 100% the bank account's a help. 100%. I mean, we can't deny that. But there is a much bigger difference. I also think it has something to do with validation. I think people need to be validated, in that, they're not actually looking for success. I think they're actually looking for validation.
Yeah.
That's my take.
So,
What are you thinking?
well, like, of course, during my the age or this during the different stages or seasons of my life, success has changed in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
However, from the business perspective, as a business coach, I used to measure success by, like many organizations still do, by key performance indicators, by revenue, by profits, by growth, by market share, and all this. But I think this is changing now, not just for me, but for many organizations. We have a bit of sound there, but
Sorry,
can you
that's
hear it?
passing.
That's okay. No, I thought that maybe something here. So, that even, I think even the organizations, how they see success are changing as well, because now many organizations, they pay more attention to well-being of their employees. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so success sometimes is measured by how happy their employees are in their workplace, how long they are staying with this employer. So you see, the success now changes, and it's very important. My dogs are barking as well. What today, as I said, what can go wrong? and and but that's okay, because this is the success. And in my personal life, success is, again, totally agree with you, to have a freedom. And I actually wrote this note here: success is creating a life and business that allow you to spend your time, your energy, and your inner gift. So actually having that freedom to live the life that is important to you.
Mm-hmm.
This
I
is
love
this
that.
is this is where I see success. I just put not do not disturb. And I hope, and many people, whoever is going to listen or to watch this recording, many of them will agree that success should be, and I say not must, but should be different to all of us, because
Yes.
we all different, agree. And if it's okay if for somebody success means the size of bank account,
Mm-hmm.
that's
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 true.
fine. Or for somebody success means having 10 children or 5 children, fine. I know a friend who wants to have 5 dogs. That's success for her, because she can pay for the dogs. You know how they are expensive. So
Mm-hmm.
my take on success is, embrace whatever success means to you. Embrace it. And don't be like, what's the word now, don't be ashamed that your success is
Mm-hmm.
different from my success, or
Mm-hmm.
from your success, Joyce. We need to celebrate everything we are about. And what is important to us, we need to celebrate that. And that's our success.
I think it's interesting, though, I suspect some people are uncertain of what success means to them. I think it requires some reflection. And I think a lot of people just default to the bank account because it's like the classic, definition of success. But I think if people really stop and think, it could be something very, very different than that.
Absolutely. You see, this is again, we can touch on something like this. You know, society, our society, in any culture. I live now in Norway, but I was born in Lithuania. So different cultures, different societies have different rules and expectations.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how as well we then we develop this understanding about success based on our cultural background. And yes, you just mentioned at the beginning that when I was born, yeah, you had to have finish school, finish college, get some sort of degree, whatever, then meet the love of your life. And I don't know where you find time then to meet the love of your life when you're doing all these things, you know. Then get married, at the same time get a good job, teacher, lawyer, doctor, whatever, and then and that was the indication of success, and that's now changing in many cultures because
Mm-hmm.
now we
Very
are going
narrow,
down.
isn't it? That definition's so narrow. But that's exactly how it was. I agree 100% with you.
So what do you think today, what, like, today, and starting from today, what do people need to look? We talk that they need to have their definition of success, but what actually would indicate that they are successful?
Happiness. I
Absolutely.
think happiness. But again, I think a lot of people struggle with what actually makes me happy. What they need to take time to reflect and to really consider what it is that success means to them, what happiness means to them. You said an interesting thing, don't be ashamed of what it is. And I'll tell you something, when on reflection, I realized a clean house means a lot to me. It gives me great happiness and joy because it makes me calm and it makes me feel in control of things. And then I can deal with everything else. But when things are a mess in my environment, I absolutely can't cope. And I thought, I think that's embarrassing to say clean house makes you happy, but it's true. And I'm just going with it. It is true.
Absolutely. Look, whatever makes you happy, whatever success looks, has the picture in your wall, that's fine. This is the thing I think for us. We need to emphasize whatever makes you happy it is okay as long as you are not hurting other people. For me,
Mm-hmm.
that's very important. I could be like my happiness of success could be it's like freedom as well. You mentioned freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Like many people, oh, I have this value, freedom, but how do you live that value? How do you exercise something that wars can bring freedom, killing each
Mm-hmm.
other can bring freedom? That's not my definition of
True.
freedom.
That is true. Yep.
And it's the same about success. So for somebody, but again, I want to emphasize whoever is going to watch us, or and now we have a few spectators, or whoever joined us. Do not think that your definition, your version of success, it's wrong. As long it's fine as long as you are not hurting other people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or
Consciously, I mean, I want to put there consciously because sometimes we can hurt somebody unconsciously. We just didn't know, we didn't know,
true.
or we don't know. So do you agree with my statement?
What, the one that you read out? I
No,
actually
that
think that
that yeah, the one that I read out. Yeah, yeah.
the one that you read out, I think is actually worth listening to again because I thought it was brilliant. I'd like to hear
Well,
it again.
okay, I can read it again then because I have it on another screen. Success is creating a life and business that allow you to spend your time, your energy, and your inner gifts on what matters most.
Right. And that was the one thing that I wanted to comment on was the energy concept.
Mhm.
Because I don't know about other people, my energy waxes and wanes. And I can sometimes like business, business, business. I want to make the contacts. I write the emails. Blah, blah. And other times I'm like, I don't want to. I really don't want to, especially if the sun's shining. I want to go outside. And my work is subpar when I work on those days. So now I'm trying to just go with it and know that rainy days are my friends, because that's when I will actually do some work. And that, the summer comes like once a year. So when it is nice out, I'm just going to take it. And isn't that the freedom of owning your own business?
That's exactly freedom. That's exactly the freedom you were talking about,
Mm-hmm.
and that freedom and the definition of success in your world, Joyce, is to having that the freedom to choose.
Yes.
I can choose to work. I can choose to do other things.
Yes.
So this is our success, and I totally, in very much in alignment with your definition of success. And if somebody disagrees, it's okay to agree to disagree.
Yeah,
They can,
absolutely.
everybody can have their own definition of success.
Excuse me.
It's just the important is then when you have your definition of success, live it, and do not
Mm-hmm.
be ashamed of that version. Just live it then
Yeah.
live it and go for it and do whatever you want. Create your life, create your vision, create and live that success that you want to live. That's, I think, it's very important in many of us, especially when we look at Instagram, all these influencers with it, with thousands of followers. And I sometimes, yes, I have to admit, Joyce, I just look and I think, oh, Jesus, what do they do better than I do?
Of
So
course, we all
do
do that.
I have moments like that, but then I come back to myself and I say, look, I don't know what is going on in their life. I am not in their shoes. They are not in my shoes. So I just need to live in my shoes, stay in my line. And as you said, be happy, not settled, but find happiness in small things and big things and celebrate it.
I really feel strongly about the small things, about how good a hot cup of coffee in the morning can feel and taste.
Totally agree. I sometimes go to bed and I envision, oh my God, tomorrow morning I will wake up and I will have this cup of coffee, because obviously after 3 o'clock I don't drink coffee. So
Me too.
it comes with a bit of discipline, of course. So yeah, of course, cup of coffee, smell. Sometimes we, because I live in a rural area, we have farmers and they do their thing, even smell their shit, and literally
Yeah, yeah,
when they fertilize this thing, it's a blessing because somebody didn't wake up that morning, or you know
right. That's absolutely true. And that's where you need to start, I believe.
yeah, exactly. So Joyce, now, just not to summarize, but no, so let's briefly talk about next episode of our Just a Conversation, which will
Yeah.
be in July, in the end of July, the last
Yes.
Thursday of July. And I will ask you now to pick a topic. So we will
Okay.
let everybody know, and then we will gather some information about that topic. What topic do you think we should discuss next, during our next live Just a Conversation?
This is a really good question. I'm just pondering this for a minute. Um, I think I would like to. I would really like to talk about self-validation,
Self-validation.
because I feel that it is something that is so critical, so central to business owners, to everyone and anyone. And it is so easy to lose, so easy to lose sight of. But when you have it, it is incredibly valuable. So I would like to think about that and talk about that. And I'd love, more importantly, to get your take on it as to
Absolutely.
what you
I
think about it.
totally agree. Let's talk about self-validation. Self-validation and what external factors sometimes stops us from moving forward. So
Yes, because I think one of the things that we want to look at some point in this conversation, and I don't know if we can marry these or not, but what we see as sort of the critical factor that you feel causes a lot of businesses to falter or to fail, or business owners. to falter or to fail.
Yeah,
I think
that's
there's a
fine.
tie in there, but I think both of those are worth considering.
We are going to talk about that, that's for sure. So now, as we said before, that we will give one or two tips, so we can give two tips. Do you have a one good tip for our listeners about success, or some exercise or some routine that they can strengthen that, whatever?
I think I'm going to harken back to what I've already said. And I think I actually even said this on the first Just a Conversation. This is how strongly I feel about it. Stop. Just stop for 10 minutes, 20 minutes a day, and just think. Look into yourself. What actually makes me happy? And I'll tell you, when I discovered it was a clean house, I was like, well, surely it's a bit deeper than that. But it isn't. But it took me a while. And then I was like, well, I can't think that. That's embarrassing. Well, no, it's not. That's how it is. But you need to take time. These things don't come to you when you're doing 20 things and looking after the kids and running the house and never having a second to really think things through. So, same message. Actually, it's the last time. I'll come up with something new for the next one. Take
No, but
some time. Take some
that's
time for
very strong.
yourself.
Yeah, that's very strong. And sometimes 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes maximum can make a huge difference.
Yes, it
Huge
can.
difference. I totally agree. So now my tip is this. Said yes, okay. Follow, like actually follow from you, Joyce. I invite people to, or our listeners and whoever will watch the recording, just sit down and reflect and write it down. This simple statement: My life is ideal, and this is how success looks in my life.
Ooh, I like that.
Just the statement,
Yeah.
my life is ideal, and this is
Yes.
how success looks in it. Or whatever. You can finish whatever you want, but my
Uh-huh.
life is ideal, not when my life is ideal, if my life is ideal, whatever. No, because we are not going to let our brain to interfere and say, yeah, but your life is not ideal. All that nonsense.
Oh, I
The
hear you. Yeah. Or
Google.
when I get my next client, when my bank account says this, then my life will be ideal. No.
No,
No.
my life is ideal, and
Yes.
this is how it looks like.
Yep.
And so you write it down without any hesitation. It's just like dumping everything on the paper with the simple pen and simple paper, dumping, and then read it through and pick what resonates. Because and this is so important. Just write it down without questioning. Because when we stop and start questioning, oh, the success there is different. No, this is your life. This is your success. So your life is ideal, and this is how success manifest in your life. So that's
Hmm.
my tip, or
I love
exercise.
that. And I love the don't question it, don't analyze it, because that's going to interfere with your intuition. You want your intuition to speak here. And that only
Absolutely.
speaks without any kind of criticism or interference.
Absolutely. So Joyce, we will finish soon, but just let us know, where are you calling from today?
London Gatwick.
London Gatwick. So did you arrive to London, or you leaving London now?
I'm leaving London. I arrived in London this morning, arrived
Jesus, you were
to
fast.
London Stansted, and I'm leaving from Gatwick. And I attended an event called London City Ladies, which is so insane because of how I traveled to get here. But I love it. I love the travel.
Absolutely.
I don't mind traveling at all, and I love the group. So for me, it's
That's
worth
good. So
the 3 a.m. wake up and all the craziness that goes with going to London for a day from Edinburgh.
I went to Lithuania for 2 days as well, but I was
Did
doing
you?
some leisure and pleasure,
Yeah.
not business related, but leisure and pleasure. But still, that's the definition of my success. That I chose
Yes.
to go with my friend to support her when she was picking, or not picking. She was looking at her future puppy. I know. It's
We're all a bit nuts in one way or another, are we not?
I know we are. So we will finish this now, Joy. Thank you
Okay.
very much for committing to just a conversation, and thank you for, Joyce, for spending this time with us. And I am very grateful to everybody who was watching us and who will watch the recording. And I invite you to join us every last Thursday of the month for another Justin conversation, and where we explore life, business, and what truly matters. And next topic will be about self-validation. We just picked that today, and so I will create some material and more details what we are going to talk about. But we are doing this without any script, without any hard preparation, because just a conversation cannot happen if you rehearse for your conversation. This is natural
100%.
and and in some sort of divine flow, I would say. So, Joyce, good luck flying home.
Thank you.
Safe flight, and I say thank you to everyone. And in just 1 minute, I just check if there is somebody commented or no comment so far. So that's it. So we will leave, and I will
I just
share
want to
as.
say thank you,
Mhm.
Lolita, as well, for your patience with me today. I won't let this happen again. I think I've cracked it now how I can do this.
No, I know, I understand, but this is no need to apologize, because and we still live, so this is what I want to people to hear as well. Um, are we still live? I even don't know if we're still live. We should be.
I think
Um,
so. It says live on my
yeah,
feed.
yeah, it is. Because you see, this life happens, and I don't know. I think I read today somewhere. We have to uh, deal with life with the resources we have. So we had a situation and we dealt with the situation. So nothing to apologize, Joyce. We
Okay.
manage it.
Well,
And of course, my dogs were barking. Something else was happening here. That's life. We cannot postpone the life because we're having just a conversation.
and certainly nobody around me wants to postpone theirs.
Exactly. So listen, we will do better and better, because this is practice. This is practice, and I
Okay.
invite everybody. If you need to practice something, go and practice and have fun. Have
I'm going to
fun.
write down, actually. I'm taking a page from your note and I'm going to write down some notes at my departure gate.
You do that. And
I
so
will.
thank you, Joyce, and thank you everyone. And we will see you next last Thursday of the month with just a
Brilliant.
conversation.
Thank you, Lolita. Lovely to see you.
Bye.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.